Once again, welcome to today's live. Like I said, I'm trying out the new live studio. So I'm not sure if you guys can see, hear me, or even interact with me. So obviously, as the comments and things come through, I'll just drop a comment and Ash Bash, there you go. Oh, well, Ash Bash, my guy. Yeah, like I said, I'm trying out the new live studio. So some things are not going to be 100% off the bat. So still trying to figure out layout, how things work and what's happening. So yeah, it's quite cold outside today, so we can't really go out there and do some chipping and putting because I would just put myself back into a little situation of being sick and ill because I actually have some annual leave coming up. And yeah, ladies and gentlemen, so today I get to tell you that on Thursday we will have a round of golf, weather permitting. But nonetheless, I've checked the weather. It will be better than what it is today. So we're going to go out and have a round of golf on Thursday morning. I booked the 4 ball, so I'm still checking to see if the other 2 individuals will be joining us. But I do know it will be myself and my daughter, the little dragon. And we will be out at CMR Golf Course, made the booking. So yeah, we're looking forward to that. Let me just take my glasses off because I see it kind of leaves a glare on the screen there. So you guys actually get to see me without my glasses for the first time. So yeah, welcome to today's live. So as I've mentioned, we're going to be out at CMR Golf Course. We're going to be, chilling, golfing, and of course, we will be live. So what I want to plan and do is try and get the first few holes, maybe 1 to 9. Let's do the first half if we can. The first 9 or the back 9. It's obviously dependent on the weather. So either one will either be streamed live, but the other 9, like either the back 9 or the front 9, that will be recorded and posted as well. So video footage of everything will be taken. And I don't hide anything. So on my live, you're going to see all the divots. You are going to see all the chunking and see whether all these drills that we've been practicing here at home will actually pay off. So yeah, just to that. For purposes of today's video and for today's live, we're going to continue with what's in the bag. So in the last session, we spoke about club covers, we spoke about irons, we had a general discussion about the tools that you utilize the most, which is your clubs. We had a discussion around that and what's physically in the bag in terms of what's in my bag itself. But we didn't discuss all the nitty-gritty things like tees and all that kind of things. But yeah, we're going to get into that today. We're going to speak about tees. We're going to speak about whether it's plastic tees, wooden tees, what's your take on that as well? How much gear do you think you actually need in your bag? Because obviously these things add weight to the bag. Do you prefer walking the course, taking a cart, those types of things? So yeah, number one, I'm going to start off with the tees in my bag. And I actually found these at the Albatross driving range. So when I was there, they had them out there, and they are actually these. They are called, I think, Extreme. Apologies, guys. I'm getting used to the fact that this camera is not. It's a live studio, so yeah, let's keep in mind. So that's just the back. So that shows you a little bit of a description of what it is. Right. So these tees, I'll actually show you what they look like. I utilized this in my driving range live session. Mr. Q, thank you for joining. So I utilized this in my live driving range session at one stage. I don't know if you remember. For those who joined that live session, I'm sure you would have remembered me actually showing you what it looks like. The nice thing about brush tees, I don't know what your take on brush tees are as well. The nice thing is that, you know, no matter where you strike the ball with your driver, I don't know if you can see the image there. So that's basically just a layout of how it can actually, you know, benefit your driving and so forth. And if you look at the side of the picture, that's basically how the ball sits on top of the tee. So just to show you, it actually comes in a little pack like this. So that's what it looks like. Nicely sealed, looks quite cool. And then obviously you just pop the lid off. The lid actually you see this lid has like 3 little studs in there, which fit into the tees to keep them nice and, you know, keep the bristles nice and open so that they don't fold or bend or anything. So when you put this in there, like I said, guys, I'm just trying to get a hang of this whole live studio. Let me just move the camera down a bit. Yep, there we go. Apologies. So this here, as you can see, there's a few holes there, and it just keeps it fits in to the tee itself. And what this allows us to do, if we just take one out, so this is the one I used. So this allows for your tee to stay in that perfect condition. That little plug over there, sorry guys, that little plug fits in there, right? So it keeps it nice and fresh. So that's the reason why they say it lasts longer. So your bristles literally, I mean, once you've hit your drive, you pack this, you just use the one. Once you're done with your round of golf, you basically put it back into its holder, push the little cover back onto it, and it keeps your bristles nice and straight. So the nice thing is that the bristles are actually made of a good quality. So yeah, these are nice brush tees that I found at the Albatross driving range. And how much, just a comment for you guys, well, a question, how much do you think, what do you think the price for these 3 tees were at the driving range? Just a quick check out. If anyone can just comment, I'll wait for one comment to come back. I won't even let it drag out. No takers. Okay. Avish, how you, buddy? $100 for all 3. For the 3, $100 for the 3. Wow. Or 50. 50. Close. Avish, my man, thanks for joining. These 3 brush tees, high quality, and I'm not gonna joke. These 3, Mr. Q and Havish, cost me $20. 20 Rand. Don't even know if I've got one that had the price on it. I felt so good about this buy. I purchased another 2. So that's a closed set of white brush tees right there. I actually want to go back and purchase another black set, guys. That's the black brush tee right there. So the nice thing is that this one, they all have different little goodies on there. So the one's got extreme written at the top. This one's also got extreme. But this one is got driver written at the top. So I'm going to go get more of these. But $20. Yeah, Havish, I was shocked myself when I got there. I was like, brush tees, set of 3 for $20. I was like, okay, let me take 2 now, test them out. So I took a black set and a white set, and I went back and I said, when I went back for the other round, I went and I said, listen, let's get another set. Yeah, the black does look amazing. So, like I said, definitely not sad about my purchase in terms of these tees. they actually do work quite nicely. I've actually seen a good response that day when I was at the driving range. So yeah, these are definitely in the bag. These are definitely in the bag. So I'm just making sure that I know what is new and what has been opened, because yeah, that's the OCD I suffer from. So that's new. That's new. Let's just put a little marker there. Oh, that's new. Right, so these are new, and I must say that my daughter also used them at one stage, and it was phenomenal results with it. Brush tees, $20 Albatross driving range, guys. I was shocked. I'm actually can't wait to go back to CMR on Thursday. I want to get there early, get a bit of a driving session in, and hook myself up with another 2 packs of these. But amazing. So this is the one that's currently open. So that's definitely in the bag. The other tee that I also tend to use, and I got a whole bag of them. I don't know. A lot of people are like wooden tees, plastic tees. So I kind of like the plastic tee. This was one of my preferred type of tees that I would have. It's full plastic. Very durable, like high quality, keeps the ball up nicely. It's one of the nicest tees that I've used. Those actually fit nicely into the little slot on my bag. I got like a little slot where the tees can actually fit in. And surprisingly, they work quite nicely. So yeah, happy with those. But nonetheless, I got a few wooden tees in my bag. So I actually used this old medical kit that I've. So I don't know. The guys from South Africa, if you're obviously familiar with Dis-Chem. Did you know that Dis-Chem actually has a golfer's first aid kit? Right there. Dis-Chem, baby. Golfer's first aid kit. This was something I picked up a few years ago. So it's got bandage in it. It's got quite a few things in there. But of late, I actually found another medical aid. From my medical aid, they supplied me with a nice little bag. I'll show it to you shortly. But I actually used this one just to pop some teas in there. So it will keep my brush teas nice and safe as well. But I prefer to keep my brush teas in that little box that it's in, because obviously of the little holder that goes in the center to actually keep the brushes nice and clean and upright, to give them a nice longer lasting feel. But in and sort of snap it a bit, like snap it. It's easy to just snap it quickly and off, because when I tee off for a par 3, so we all know the rule. We tee it up, whether it's a par 3, whether it's a par 5, whether it's, whatever it is, we tee it up. So I like to use wooden tees when I tee off from a par 3, unless I can get nice short tees like this, plastic ones. If I do not have any short ones in my stash, I tend to use the wooden ones. Talking so much, coffee is getting cold. The other tee that I found that also works quite nicely, it's called 4 Yards More or something like that. I don't know if you've seen them at the pro shop, and they look something like that. So these come in various sizes, guys. So this one was made for the driver. So as you can see, I've used this one quite a lot. So it's got the distance as to how deep the pin needs to go into the ground, similar to the brush tee. So you'll know exactly. You just push this in, and it's at the perfect height, and the ball sits at the top here, and it brushes off as well. The nice thing about this is that it actually does what it says it's supposed to do. Give you 4 yards more. I mean, 4 yards is what, a couple of meters. But yeah, it works. It worked for me. So it's one of the things that I have in the bag. It's actually stapled to the front of the bag. It's my go-to. But like I said, my new favorite that I want to try out on Thursday when I play my round will be these bad boys right here. So enough of the tees. I've actually got a whole bag of plastic tees right here. My daughter actually put this in a little bag for me. She was like, Dad, you need to keep it in the bag. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. So yeah, that's teas out of the way. Right, let's get my coffee out of the way before it's spilled. So yes, just a question. What do you guys prefer? Brush teas, plastic teas, wooden teas? On a par 3, do you tee off with a tee, in the ground, or do you like, just hit it flush to take a divot? So yeah, plastic teas. Yeah, Havish, plastic teas, they're good because they're durable. Because I mean, and the nice thing is they're not like the wooden ones that will just pierce through the bag, the lining of your bag on the inside. So I tend to actually, I like to put my teas in a little holder or like a little plastic bag, because I don't want my bag to get damaged on the inside with the sharp point of the teas as well. So yeah, but plastic tea is very durable, because the thing is that you can use one tea for the entire round. Now you need to keep searching your bag for wooden tea. Like I said, I use wooden teas when I get to par 3s, but generally there's some guy that left his wooden tea laying on the floor there, and I just kind of pick that up and put that thing in. Right, on to the next item that's in my bag. Oh, my wife actually got me this gift. Coffee. Done. So my wife got me this gift. I haven't actually tried it out. I have it in my bag. Quite light. I don't know if any of you guys have seen this, but apparently it's this little goodie. I don't know. Has anyone utilized this? Has anyone used this? Does anyone even have it in their bag? I have it in my bag. My wife bought it for me as a gift, and I think on Thursday I'll put it to the test. They're big enough to fit over my normal specs, so I won't lose vision. But I mean, they kind of feel like I look like a cyborg when I use them. Never seen that. What does it do? Okay, Havish. So what these do, these are ball finding glasses. So technically, okay, so if you take your golf ball, like if you hit your golf ball and you're looking for it on the golf course, these bad boys are supposed to kind of illuminate the ball. So it's supposed to give the ball like another look and feel. I think this should be my intro glasses, like I'm the finder. But apparently it's supposed to reflect a different light and make the ball pop a bit more on the golf course. So when you're sitting with these bad boys there walking and you can't find your ball, pop these on and it should bring it up and you should find your ball, because it should give another kind of color. So let's see. Yeah, so it should brighten up the ball's color. Let me just see if that actually works. When I look at the ball with normal vision like that, the ball looks white, like as in white. But when I do that, the ball actually gets a deeper color. Look, I'm not in sunlight. I'm not outside. We're inside the house. So like I said, Thursday, we're going to test these bad boys out. Been dying to test these things out to actually see if I can see the ball. But yeah, these will be my new intro glasses when I rock onto the live broadcast. But yeah, we're going to test these golf ball finders out. So guys, if anyone has tested it out, please let me know. I would love to know if it actually does work. So Sean 21, afternoon buddy. First time I see you not practicing. Laugh a lot. How are you? Sean, my guy, based on the weather today, I don't think I can do a practice session outside right now. It is freezing out there. It was snowing this morning in Johannesburg for the first time in I don't know how many years. I mean, my man, it's just not happening today for a practice session outside. So I think I took on another task. I'm trying the live studio at this point in time to actually see how this works, because maybe this might make my putting corner sessions a little bit more interactive. So we're going to be using the live studio moving forward. But yeah, thanks for joining, buddy. So today we went through brush tees, right? Yes or no? But these cost $20 at the Albatross driving range. Beautiful. We went through the use of wooden tees, and now we've gone through what else is in the bag. These little illuminating golf finder glasses, which we will test out on the course on Thursday. So yeah, not practicing today. There's a wind, there's a massive breeze out there. So guys, even if I wanted to practice and put you guys outside with me, it would not have happened, because all you would have heard through that microphone was that wind and that heavy breeze out there. So that's what we have. That's what we've just checked. Golf Find the glasses. These were purchased at the pro shop. So that's basically what it should do. Oh, let me do that. So without glasses, that's what it looks like. So with the glasses, it's actually supposed to make the ball pop in colors so that you can actually find it better. So yeah, I think that's what it does. But do we know? No, we're going to find that out once we're in the sunlight. Right, so also got a couple of old toothbrushes in the bag. So if we don't have our little ball scrubbing, like our club cleaning mechanism on the golf cart, or if there's no, brushes close by when you tee off and so forth, I like to keep an extra toothbrush or two, like an old one, not to brush my teeth, but to brush the grooves of my golf clubs. So that's definitely in the bag. And yeah, it's for my buddies as well, who will come and say, hey, listen, I need to just clean my golf, after you warm up and so forth, just to brush it out quickly, dry them off, get them in the bag, hit you a round of golf, and that's that. So that's the front pouch. And then obviously the deeper pouch has got all my golf balls in. So I've packed in my new golf balls there. So just to show you, so I got my Ultisoft Strixons in there. I threw in a bit of a mixture of golf balls for the day, just to see which one I actually want to spend more time with. I don't know. Do you guys remember when Nike was making golf balls and who their manufacturer was? I went in search to find the manufacturer. I went in search to find the RZN, or resin as they are known, in terms of their golf balls, because that's the company Nike partnered with. And when you go onto the resin website, it actually says that they used to be part of a sporting brand. I found resin golf balls at the Golf Hub store. Link in my bio. Be my guest. There they are. Resin. These people, this team, let me just try and get this right. Oh, here we go. This is the MS Tour resin golf ball. It's got premium quality, very nice soft feel. It's actually got a nice line there, like alignment line that's printed on. This is standard on there. To my knowledge and my understanding, these were the people, this was a manufacturer that Nike used when they were manufacturing golf balls. And on closer inspection, now that I'm sitting in this light where I can actually see, comparing this ball with a Strixon soft feel and with the Strixon Ultisoft and the TaylorMade RBZ, when I look at the dimple pattern on this ball, on this resin ball, it's got the normal dimple, but inside each dimple, there seems to be multiple little dimples. So I'm dying to test this ball out on the golf course on Thursday. I want to see how this ball performs. I bought a sleeve of 3, just one sleeve, and I want to see how it performs. So Golf Hub store, if these perform as expected, I'll be back for more. Hopefully you guys do have some more in stock. So they got the MS2, and I think they got the other Tour Professional ones as well. So maybe just give it a check out and see. But yeah, still beautiful sounding ball. Like I said, it's got a nice texture to it. It's got, if you look at the dimples carefully, it's got like microscopic little dimples inside the dimple. Each dimple has got, I wish I could show it to you guys on camera. I don't know if you'd be able to see it, but each dimple literally has more in there. Right, let's see. You'll reap the rewards of golf. Your dedication is very inspiring. Thanks, Sean. Yeah, no, look, buddy, I love golf. I and my daughter as well. Since she was born, she was like, oh, golf, 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 waddling around the house. But yeah, at the age of 2, when she could speak properly, like fluently, guess what? First golfing words, Dad, that's Tiger Woods. That's when I knew. Yeah, let's get that bug biting there. So yeah, her bag's quite nifty as well. So yeah, just that's some of the golf balls that I use, and I really love the sport. So I love the technology that goes into it, and testing out golf balls is just amazing for me. I just love, and funny enough, I never actually looked at this resin ball up close until now, and I actually see this beautiful pattern inside it. I can't wait for Thursday to actually test this ball out. And I'm not even going to wait for the test. I think I should just go and shop myself another, maybe a sleeve or entire dozen of these. Because, I mean, you can actually feel how nice and soft that exterior is of this ball. It's actually quite nice. So, yeah. Look, I don't have a ball cutter, and I'm not in the mood to actually cut a ball in half right now. So, that I don't think is one of the things I would literally go and do off the bat, just like that. But nonetheless, back to what's in the bag. So that's the ball pouch down there. Then obviously we live in South Africa and the sun blazes out here. We got high heat, low heat, we got sunburn. You can put as much sunblock on. I mean, the last thing you want is for your arms to look any different. Like, you don't want look like a zebra, like people can see, hey, this is a golfer. I like to hide that. The less people know, the better. So I've gone and got myself some of these. Just let me know if you guys can see. So this is technically like a sleeve. It's called sleeves. UV protection, weather protection. It's quite nice. So these are definitely in the bag, washed after every round. Yeah, clean. So comes in a set of 2. My wife insists that I wear this. She got them for me. So definitely sleeves. A big yes in my bag, along with my sunscreen and so forth that I put on at home. Try to keep my bag as light as possible. So obviously you would have a couple of tissues in there. The other thing that I see Dis-Chem sells is golfer's tissues. I don't know if you guys have seen those things. It's like this box. It's a black box. Go to the tissue aisle. They have got something called golfer's tissues. It's a nice box. It's actually a high quality absorbent type of tissue. I keep some of that in my bag. I'm going to try and find it now quickly while we go through this, but I see we're actually taking up a lot of time. So yeah, in my bag, a little tool that I received as a gift. This tool is like a little knife. I haven't actually used it that much. So on here, as you can see, that's it. Came from a pharmaceutical company, Watson Pharmaceuticals. Got a little pin right there. I don't know what that's for. I think maybe like a groove cleaner type of thing. Got that there. Nifty little brush that flips out. So that's a little brush there. Got a little ball marker right there. That's my little ball marker that can clip off. Magnetized ball marker. So I can change the ball marker. Obviously, I put whatever I want there. It's got a nice little grippy feel right there. And yeah, of course, it's got a divot tool. If I can open it. There's my divot tool in this little Swiss Army knife set. It's got a normal knife and a smaller divot tool. So let me just put away this one. So it's actually got a little smaller divot tool depending on what it is that you need to do. So happy that I got this as a gift. So yeah, that's one of the gifts I've got and received. So yeah, like I said, I like to look after my things. I never had the use for it because whenever I go golfing, someone either gives me a ball marker, divot tool, one of these plastic goodies, and I'm like, oh, I never get to take things out. Havish, did you play this weekend? No, buddy. The wind was hectic. I wanted to hit the driving range and warm up for Thursday's round, but unfortunately the weather had other plans and I couldn't make it. So yeah, but I'm playing on Thursday. So this is another ball marker I have. This one I hold dear to me, but I use this very often. It's nice and slim. Got a nice texture. This is actually from one of my favorite courses, the Lost City Golf Course down in Sun City, Rustenburg. So this one is quite nice. Just press at the bottom there. It's got a little flip, see, like that, and the ball marker actually just pops off nicely, and clip that back in there. So this divot tool has been used quite a bit. As you can see, the silver is starting to show there, the stainless steel, but it's awesome. And check this, the A. Now that I noticed it for the first time, it's the Avengers. So yeah, that's my divot tools that I do use. They stay in my bag, so this little tool set and stuff like that stay in there. So let's move on to some of the pockets very quickly. So like I said, I always like to carry an extra pack of tissues and so forth, because I mean, no one likes a runny nose on the golf course. I've never had to use this tool. This is obviously some kind of tool. I think this is for those drivers and things that you need to undo. But also inside here, you've got the little tools that when you open this up, if I can open it up, inside there, this is for people who have spikes on their shoes. So it clips in and you can do your whole spike exchange, and if you need to repair that. So I just like to keep this in my bag because I used to have shoes with spikes. And obviously, if you're going to be golfing with other people and people you don't know, someone might need this, and you can just raise your hand and say, guys, lifesaver, there we go. Get your shoes sorted out. That's done. Like I said, my first aid kit has changed from the Discim one all the way up to this one. So I am covered with BankMed. So I like to keep a little first aid kit, and in there we've got some gauze. You got your scissors, plasters, a little bit of tape. You know, you just want to be safe on the golf course. Anything can happen. I mean, last thing you want to do is knock someone in the head and not be able to cover that up. So yeah, that's the one side pocket right there. And then yeah, big thing, towels. So I keep my towels, I always use on the one side of the bag, so I know exactly 2 towels out, 1 wet, 1 dry, wash, clean, and so forth. Right. And then yeah, I like to keep extra few sets of towels in my bag. So yeah, I actually found those tissues. I don't know, I actually got a wrist guard in my bag, so if I do get injured, I have a wrist guard right there. But this is that tissue I was speaking about. This is how big that tissue actually opens up. This can be purchased in a box at Dis-Chem. For those here in South Africa, I actually just kept a few of them in my bag. They're not very neatly folded. I mean, I don't know, go out of my way to fold them perfectly, but I keep them because you never know when you're going to need to, you know, absorb liquid or something like that, you know, like wipe off something. You don't want to use your towel for that. So yes, like I said, there's extra towels at the bottom of the bag, brand new towels. So depending on which course I play, so these are just for normal day-to-day play, if I do play that often. But I actually got this nice Real Madrid towel, trifold towel, very nice, very soft. Purchased, you guessed it, Golf Hub store. And I got myself a custom apparel. That's the one I got in my bag. You guessed it, Golf Hub store. Guys, they got some cool stuff. This one is microfiber on the inside, so it's nice and soft on the inside, nicely textured. So yeah. So I keep these in the bag, you know, if I'm on the course and I see, you know, it's time to drive for show, and you know, I need to spruce up the bag a bit and not look like I just started golfing yesterday, then I pull those bad boys out. But yeah, so that's the one sleeve of the golf bag done, the one side of the golf bag done. I mean, the fact that I've got a wrist guard in there actually shows the kind of precaution I actually take with my game. Right, the other sleeve, let's get these things out here quickly. Right, so a whole lot of junk. Righty, okay, so got a couple of spare towel hangers, because you never know who's going to sponsor you with a towel. You never know where you're going to play, and someone's going to be like, hey, we're dishing out towels, baby. Towel hanger. Or someone, one of your mates says, I don't have a towel hanger. Towel hanger. Right. I don't know. lanyard. Don't know why, but in case I need to keep something around my neck, clippy clip right there. And bottle opener. Bottle opener. So it opens right there. Can open. Beauty of this, it's got like a little rubber piece on the inside, so this actually slides over the bottle. So when your bottle's in the cart, you slide it over there and your drink won't spill. Not that I drink on the golf course, of course. That was back then when we were naughty. Now we want to enjoy the game. And then, yeah, this little bad boy here. So I don't know if I'm allowed to open this on this channel, but just to show you guys. So I carry this with me, not for protection, but in the event if I should need to cut something, or you know, there's a branch or something in the way. So I actually got this bad boy. It's a Smith & Wesson. So yeah, I carry that with me. How do I close this thing? See, I don't even use this thing. So look, there we go. So yeah, this is in the bag just for, you know, when you need to cut open a bag of chips, or if you're finding your ball somewhere and you need to just slip something open. That's what's that there. Oh, it sounds like, what's this guy got in his bag? Yeah. So yeah, approaching the 50-minute mark. So right now, lanyard back in the side pocket over there. Extra towel hangers. So I got a couple of towel hangers hanging out there, so I don't keep my towels out there so they catch dust. Because I mean, when they catch a little bit of dust and you take them out of the bag and you can wet them, that dust gets on your clubs and it just creates dirt. And then my cousin, beautiful soul, I was struggling to find one of these tools when I had my old set, you know, and it's this bad boy right here. That, ladies and gentlemen, imported from the United States through Amazon. My cousin sent it for me. Is a regrooving tool. So this sharpens the grooves of your club. So it's got the, so if your club's got a U shape or V shape and so forth, you can sharpen them. It's kind of illegal, but it also depends on how deep you actually regroove your clubs. But I just keep that there. Should some of the guys be like, hey, listen, my clubs feel a bit, you know, and I can just whip this out and help them sharpen their grooves quickly. So yeah, I haven't done that on my TaylorMades yet because obviously, ooh, don't want to scratch those faces, baby. And then yeah, so we move on to next side sleeve. And what's in there? More towels. Way more towels. Where do these come from? Okay, so we've actually got some towels, and yeah, I normally carry about 2 or 3 gloves in my bag. So these are the brands that I've got so far. Got the FootJoy over there with the soft. Kind of like the FootJoy gloves because they have a nice soft feel. But I've noticed once you wash them, they tend to dry up a bit and you need to wear them out again. So yeah, I like to wash my gloves. And then I've got this Puma over there. My wife loves Puma branded things, so I'm gonna have Puma in my bag. It's gonna be that. And then I got this premium Cabretta leather from, you guessed it, the Golfers Club. Got this from them. Very, very nice, soft, beautiful. One of the nicest gloves I've had, you know. And then yeah, just got a little bag with a few of the items in that, you know, will lay loose in the bag. So yeah, as you can see there are my other tees over there. So it's a little bag that, like a pouch that I've acquired. Got my other 4 yards or more there. Got a couple of plastic tees in there and so forth. And then just a couple of old gloves, you know, should I need it. In there, I got my Chelsea ball marker, should I need it. Got a couple of more ball markers over there. This one I think came with, this is from the CMR golf course. It's a ball marker right there. Love that. Need to actually pack that away inside that bag. I got my Superman ball marker. Like I said, you know, it's pointless taking out a tool that's got a ball marker when you rock up to a golf day or someone's birthday and they're handing out ball markers. So yeah, I also did that once for a golf day for my birthday, and the guys were quite ecstatic about the Castle Light ball markers I got them. They came with like a little hat clip as well. So yeah, I put all my ball markers in a little bag. I got my Chelsea bag. Got some plastic divot tools. So if some of the mates are like, "Hey, listen, I don't have a divot tool," and I'm like, "Buddy, I'm not sharing my divot tool. Just now it finds feet and legs and wanders off with you, and I never see you again." Hand these out, plastic divot tool quickly. Should I need to keep score? Eversharp pencil right there. So I love these. Got a little eraser on there. I love these because you just slip these out and a new pencil basically pops out. Check, and you just slide this one in the back like that, and there we go. It's called an Eversharp pencil. I haven't seen these a lot. Still got this from the World of Golf. So yeah, and just a couple of more tees and stuff in this bag. Like I said, these are some of the gloves that I use. There's a Titleist glove right there. So this is my go-to when I'm on the course. And there's another glove over there. This one comes with a ball marker over there. So if you just slip that off, so you can change that. Glove with a ball marker. Quite like that one. It's easy to use, easy to maneuver. So yes, we did it. That's everything that's in my bag. So I try to keep it nice and light because obviously your golf clubs are already as heavy. I don't leave with a bag of balls, like, Also, what's your take on it? Should we keep the balls in the sleeve, or do we just let them lay loose in the bottom of the bag? Because I've got all that space down there. So yeah. Also, I don't have the boxes that they came in, so I can't put them in the sleeve. And yeah, hopefully I don't hit any of them away. So yeah, that's basically it, guys. That's what's in 4Ball Golf's bag. Any questions? Anything you guys want to ask? I know I've been chatting a lot and I've just been rattling off here, and I'm pretty sure you guys are like, when is this guy going to stop talking? And so what goes in first? Let's shove those in there. We'll save those for another day. Put those teas in there. What's your aim to hit on? Okay, so let's check some of the questions that's going out here. Okay, Havish, I've checked those questions like that. Okay, so what's your aim to hit on Thursday? So Abhisha, I do apologize if I didn't respond sooner. It's just I'm trying out this whole new live studio thing from TikTok, which we will be using for the putting corner moving forward. So yeah, I'm playing a course where I broke 100. So with all the drills that we've been doing, with all the training that we've been doing, also looking at the weather and looking at the turf and the fairways and stuff like that. Look, I'm not making excuses, but let's be fair, let's be reasonable. I don't think in the conditions of what the course might look like. I haven't physically played there recently, like now, while winter is here. But I had a look when I went to the driving range. I had a look at the greens, and they're quite green. So I'm assuming that the putting surface will still be the same, well maintained and nice and soft. So depending on the speed of the greens, it might be a 1 to 2 putt situation, maybe 3 putt if I'm unfortunate. But to answer your question, I want to break 90. I know it's a big ask. I'm on a 98 at that course at the moment. I want to break 90. I want to play the best round of golf I've played, based on the fact that I have now dialed in most of my clubs, like my driver, because when I last played there, I actually played for the first time with the set that I've acquired with my babies. And when I last played there, I shot a 99, I shot a 98, but it wasn't the best round of my golf because my driver was just all over the show. Now that I've got the driver under control, I want to see the difference, and I'm hoping that that can give me a slight advantage of moving forward and getting closer to breaking that 90. So in all honesty, I just want to break 90. That's it. I'm not going to put a number to it. If I can go lower than that, and if the golfing gods are on my side on that day, I would appreciate that immensely. So yeah, on the day, I'm hoping that I can actually break 90. That would solidify that my training and my drills, or even if I get close to breaking 90, even if it's like 92 or 91, going from 98 to 91, that's a big jump. Anywhere close to 90 or just under 90, that would be terrific. That would be amazing. That solidifies that my training is paying off and my drills are paying off. So I just want to keep that momentum going. And obviously, like I said, without you guys, that doesn't happen. Where are you playing? I'm playing at the CMR golf course. One of my favorite courses. It's right opposite the Albatross driving range that I like. So I kind of like old school driving ranges, where they've got markers out there in the distance and stuff like that. So that, not taking anything away from technology. I love technology. I mean, I would like to go out to that driving range and actually have a Garmin R10 launch monitor with me so that I can actually see what's happening with the ball and play my virtual round in that manner. I quite like driving ranges where they've got the latest technology like in-range and radar and stuff like that. But sometimes going back old school just makes you feel like, you're getting back into where you started. You have to go back to where you started and sometimes come back to the future. But yeah, we're playing at CMR golf course, the Havish. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, once again, these came from Albatross driving range. It's right there. Can't wait to test these out and see what they do for my game on Thursday. I got the R10 Garmin, but it's not worth it. Very inconsistent. I've heard that people are saying that the Garmin R10 is not consistent and so forth. Look, I haven't tested it myself. I would love to test it out and see what data I actually get from it, because look, I know the distance that most of my drives would go, but that's what I'm saying. I want to test it on like an old school golf course, driving range, see what actually happens with the ball. And then I want to actually take it to some place like the World of Golf where they've got radar and in-range and all those types of things. Put the Garmin R10 behind me and actually see if what in-range is giving me is similar to what the Garmin R10 is giving me. I'm not discrediting anything from Garmin or from any other app. Look, when Garmin launched it, I think there was a lot of hype around it, but I love their products. I mean, I only wear Garmin watches. I haven't worn anything else. I had the Approach X40 and that worked like a charm. I've got the Vivo Active 4 now, and I've tested it with the round. It actually pulls through quite nicely. It actually asks me what club I hit. It measures my distance and stuff like that. So I quite like the Garmin products. So hence the reason I'm saying I think what would make it more accurate for Garmin is that if the R10 actually linked up with those CT10 scanners or sensors that go in at the back of the club and linked up with the watch, so that when you're actually at the driving range and you've hit the ball, and it can pick up more data, because right now it's only picking up swing data and the ball speed, and there's a whole algorithm happening in the back end, because that's the reviews that I've read. And like I said, I'm not discrediting them or anything, but I love their products and I'm not hyping them up to say that people must buy it. I want to personally test it and see, look, does this work? Yes, it does work, because obviously you'd be able to say, okay, fine, this thing says I carried that chip maybe 20 meters. So if we're chipping, I want to see, you say 20 meters, and I'm going to physically measure where that ball landed and so forth. So that's basically what we're trying to do. So I want to get into the old R10 launch monitor game just to see, what's happening and just test it out. If I purchase it, I purchase it. If I think they also, like, people are saying it's inconsistent because they've tested the new, what's it called, Rapsodo or something like that. Apparently that one is so accurate, it measures up to the FlightScope Mevo Plus. But I mean, if for entry level, I would say, yeah, look, it is inconsistent. If it is inconsistent, I mean, look at, yes, price range, I mean, are you going to pay 40,000 Rand for FlightScope Mevo Plus? That battery life doesn't even last that long on the driving range. Or are you going to pay like 10, 12 grand for Garmin R10, which is going to give you something similar? Granted, it may be inconsistent, but it still delivers. It still gives you something. I think as it progresses and as their data analysis actually go along, they might send updates to it. I don't know if it receives updates. But yeah, I think that said, we need to just check and see what actually happens. But yeah, oh yeah, one more thing. Almost forgot. This is also in the bag. Nice microfiber cloth, the one I used to shine the golf clubs with. This is in the bag. So this, along with all the other towels. The one thing I'm looking for is a caddy towel, one of those nice long towels. So no big towels. Want to get one of those so I can hang it over my clubs, or just to dry my face off, get some extra, dry the grips off and stuff like that. That's one of the things that I need to get into my bag ASAP. So yeah, guys, everyone, Havish, Ash Bash, Sean, everyone, thank you so much for tuning into today's live here, the Putting Corner. Like I said, the reason we went live today was to test out the whole new TikTok live studio. Also, weather not very nice outside for a video or for a live right now. So thought let's continue with what's in the bag to also see that, listen, is my bag readily packed for what's to come on Thursday? So you guys, thank you so much for tuning in, coming through on today's live, helping me measure out what's in my bag and see that it's stocked, that it's got everything it needs. And gonna take you guys along when we play. Woo, getting nervous here. Gonna take you guys along with me when we play that live round. So like I said, either the front 9 or the back 9 will be live, but the other 9, the front or the back 9, will be recorded and posted, and see all the shots, all the flops, and testing of brush tees, checking out drills. So guys, yes, once again, thank you so much for tuning in. And Havish, I will try and get myself an R10 launch monitor one day when I am able to do so. And I will give it a test myself to also check and see the inconsistencies that you're speaking about. Like I said, I'm not taking anything away from you. I'm not taking anything away from them. I still personally haven't tested it, so it's something that I want to do. And yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for today from the Putting Corner. Michael here from 4Ball Golf. Thank you so much for tuning into today's live. And yeah, that's what's in the bag. Clubs and all the other nitty-gritties that are in there. So thanks for tuning in today, guys. I really do appreciate it. If there's anything missing in my bag that you think should be there, launch monitor, whatever, let me know so I can start stocking this thing up and see how I can